It's really simple to launch a video conference just using Google Meet, which is already part of our Google suite of applications. From the main Pacific page, pacificu.edu, you can go to My Pacific, click on All Online Tools, go to the bottom and click on Boxer Apps. You're going to want to click on Meet. You might be able to find the link to the Meet app in lots of different ways. If you're in a Gmail or a Google application already, you can use the waffle. But Google Meet is what you want. Right, as soon as you click on Meet, you're already where you need to be. You can click on Join or Start a Meeting anywhere in this bar. Name your meeting something that makes sense. Say Continue. Now you're already in the session. You can see my little preview window here. You can click on the green Join Now button. And all you have to do is send this URL to your students or anyone else you want to join the meeting. You want to save this URL for yourself because you won't be able to find your way back to it again if you don't. So you can email it to yourself or post it in your Moodle site. Anyway, wherever you do, put it in a note. Just save this link, copy that link. Once you've done that, you can close, and now you're in a Google Meet session. If you send that link to folks, they just have to click on it, and then they will pop up. You may need to give them permission to enter. It'll say somebody wants permission to enter. You just say allow, and then they're here in the session with you. You can present now, which basically shares your computer screen. So I'm going to say, yes, this is the one I want. You click on the one you want and say share. And once it loads, I am presenting my screen to everyone. I can click on back on my dashboard and everyone will see whatever is on my computer screen, basically. So that's a good way if you have a PowerPoint open or you're looking at any other thing that you have open on your computer, you can show that to your students or whoever is in your meeting with you. I'm going to stop presenting now to go back to the webcam. It's easy to record. You can click on the three dots down here. Just click Record Meeting. It will prompt you to ask everyone for consent, which is legally necessary. As long as everyone's okay, you say accept. And as soon as the recorder launches, which takes just a second, and you get a little bing, and now you're recording. Everything you say, do, and show, if you share your screen, which is present now, all of that will be captured in the recording. When you're done recording, you can click on these three dots and say stop recording. And then you say, okay, stop recording. It's going to save the recording directly into your Google Drive. You don't have to do anything to make it go there. Later, you could go into your Google Drive. It's a good idea to look at recents, and you'll see a little video there with a strange title, but you'll be able to tell it's a video because you'll see a little play button and you'll see a video there. It will also send an email the link to your email, I don't know, a few minutes after it's done processing. So just watch your email. You'll see an email pop up and it'll have a link to your Google Drive, which will take you straight to that file. You can also share that link to your students. So you can, while you're in Google Meet, whether you're recording or not, you can click on Turn on Captions, and then anything you say, Google Meet transcribes for you. It might be confused if you say something sort of strange, but for the most part, if you're speaking in English, even if you have a bit of an accent, it seems to be pretty accurate. It will just type those captions right below. And if you're recording, then your students have a captioned version of your presentation that they can refer to later, especially if they can't be there and present. Notice that up here at the top there's a little chat. If anybody else was here, they could text to you, hi, can't hear you, can't hear your voice, or you can say, hey, I can't hear you, can you hear me? It's helpful to know about the chat. Click back on your picture to go out of it. That's it. Google Meet is that easy. You can conference with up to 250 people for an unlimited amount of time, and you can record. These are current sort of allowances given the current COVID-19 outbreak. But that's how it is. Click on Google Meet from your normal Google Apps that you have as part of Boxer Apps, and it's going to record a recording down for you into your Google Drive, and you'll have a link that you can share to your students. Any meeting in Google Meet that you record is going to automatically push a video file to your Google Drive account. In order to get back to that file, you can go to your Google Drive, but you're going to need to set permissions on that actual video file if you want anyone else to be able to view it. So to do that, you'll go to Meet, make your recording, finish your recording. After that, you're going to go back to your Google Drive, and if you're not sure how to get there, you can always go to Box for Apps, and you look for this Drive icon, and your Google Drive is going to open here. If you notice, automatically a folder of Meet recordings shows up here for you. So you can click on this folder, and there all the recordings that you have made using Google Meet will be there. Notice that this one has 2 silhouettes of people. I've already shared that one, but let's look at this one here. I'm going to double click it. I'm going to pause it so that you don't have to hear me talk. Let me just slide the window over. You're going to go to these 3 dots, and you're going to go to Share. And if you've ever shared anything with Google Apps before, this will look familiar, but you're going to go down to Advanced, and you're going to change Private, only you can access, change that. My advice is to anyone with the link. Anybody who doesn't have the link will never find this file, but this way, if your students or anyone else happens to be logged into a different Gmail account, they'll still be able to view it even if they're not in their Pacific account. So we recommend switch it down to anyone with the link, say Save, and now you already have the link highlighted. You can Command C or Control C if you're on a PC, or you can use the Edit Copy. So you copy it however you can, and now you have that link that you can share back to students. If you've already shared that link to students before, they can probably still get to it. But my advice is to finish up the process, do your Google Meet, record it if you want to, and then just as part of that process, go back into Drive, find the correct recording, and then go ahead and change those sharing options so that anyone with the link can view. You might want to right-click and change the name too, so you can find what you're looking for, but they should come in here by date. As you can see, it tells you the date and time here in parentheses. If you have any questions at all about sharing files in Google or specifically about using Google Meet, don't hesitate to let us know.